Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be why the narcissist is trapped in the cycle. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So the cycle, what I'm referring to here, is the narcissistic abusive cycle. And this goes around and around. And the one common denominator in the cycle, it's simply the narcissist. The narcissist needs individuals to throw into that cycle. These could be kids, they could be moms, dads, aunts, uncles, lovers, friends, acquaintances, people in businesses and or organizations or communities. The narcissist needs individuals to regulate themselves, and what they like to do, want to do, and need to do to survive is to have other individuals around them to offer what we call supply. Now, what is supply? Supply is and includes your resources, your time, your money, your energy, your effort, your love, your empathy, what you possess, the tangible assets that you also have. Perhaps it's a house, a boat, perhaps it's a beach house in Tahiti, who knows? But your supply is what makes you you, and it's what makes you valuable to the narcissist. Now on the channel, I don't look at you as supply. I think supply is a rather toxic term, but unfortunately it describes what the narcissist needs perfectly. I look at you as a beautiful, bright, shining light, a beautiful individual, a human being, if you will, somebody who wants to fall in love, who can fall in love, who has empathy, and who cares about the human race. That's not the narcissist. Remember, the narcissist looks at individuals as opportunities. They look at relationships as ways to weaponize these. They look at individuals for what they provide for the narcissist, not for the beauty that you possess within you. Now, again, on the channel I mentioned frequently about the narcissistic abusive cycle and how the narcissist wants to change and or swap energetic fields with you. What they like to do, and they need to do, and they really try hard to do this, is they try to trap you in the low vibrational state where the narcissist exists, the quagmire, if you will, and they want to steal your beautiful, bright, shining light, the abundance where you vibrate super high, higher than the sun. They look at you as an opportunity, as someone who does not know your worth. Maybe you are and or were a people pleaser. Maybe you were a yes person. Maybe you didn't have boundaries. Maybe you didn't know what your value was. Maybe you believed that other individuals thought like you, wanted the best for you, and wanted to build you up. We now know nothing could be further from the truth. The narcissist is one of these individuals who wants to energetically swap out their toxicity into you and take your beautiful, bright, shining light for themselves, which will propel them forward to the next relationship they enter. Now, supply sources for the narcissist, remember, supply can be a pet, it can be anything. It's what that thing or that object or that period of time provides for the narcissist. So example, supply could be a holiday, or it could be the narcissist's ruining your birthday, not celebrating theirs, because their birthday is celebrated 365 days a year, but they don't want you to celebrate your birthday. That's why they're not good gift givers, if you will, and that's why they poo-poo your birthday. That's just a little side note for you. But the narcissist is trapped in the cycle. They can't escape this. And if you really peel the layer of the onion back further and further, you will understand that I'm completely correct. And that if you experience the toxic narcissistic relationship, drop comments below. You know what I'm talking about. This is an energetic exchange between you and the narcissist. What do you think the trauma bond is? I'll tell you exactly what it is. First of all, it's something you weren't taught in school. You weren't aware of it, so you didn't even know it existed. Second of all, it's where the narcissist uses fake love, fake kindness, fake empathy, fake attention, fake humanity, if you will, and they shower you with all this fakeness and they pepper you with it at a really quick period of time, during a really quick period of time, to get you to put your guard down, to get you to fall in love with them, to get you to loan them money, to get you to raise kids, to get you to relocate around the globe, to get you to pay their mortgage, to get you to put a roof over their head or give them food. Whatever they need, that's what they want you to do, or go into business. Could be any of these things. And when the narcissist does this, they break you down, because during this initial period of time when you are with the narcissist, i.e. the love bomb / euphoric stage, this is when you believe everything is unicorns and rainbows, puppies and sunshine. It's not. It is a manipulating tactic to have the narcissist draw in closer and closer to you, to figure out what makes you tick, to figure out what resources you actually have, and to figure out how they can extract these resources in the quickest, shortest period of time possible. Because the narcissist is up against the clock. Each and every narcissistic relationship not only has an expiration date, but the clock is ticking on multiple opportunities when you are in the relationship with them that they are missing out on. Understand what I'm sharing with you. Let's say you did marry the narcissist as an example. Okay, well, you fell in love and you thought that the narcissist was in love with you, but again, you didn't know what narcissism was, and now you know the narcissist can't fall in love. So you were trapped. You were now ensnared in that trauma bond, and you were placed in the devaluation stage, where you were being devaluated each and every day. I call that the narcissistic fog, where you don't know if you're coming or going. You don't know what has hit you. You can't wrap your head around how this behavior shifted on a dime. It went from everything being you being the flavor of the month or the best person on the planet to now you can't even get a word in edgewise and you're not being listened to. As a matter of fact, you're being thrown to the side. You're being devalued, but you can't wrap your head around it, so you continue to work for the relationship to try and get back to that initial stage, the love bomb / euphoric stage. We now know that you can't get back to that euphoric stage. Sure, you can have periods of time, intermittent little sprinkles of fake adoration, fake love throughout the relationship. Why that happens, I'll tell you, is because the narcissist knows you're catching on to them. And not only do they know you're catching on to them, they're looking at you pitifully, saying, wow, I really did a number on this one, the person, which is you, by the way. And what else can I take from them? I need to hurry up and extract more resources from them as soon as possible, because on the sidelines, I have 2, 3, 15 other people waiting to fall in love with me or waiting for the green light for me to enter a relationship with them or vice versa. So I'm missing out on other potential relationships. I can only juggle so many people at a time. And I really need to make sure you, the person watching the video, and again, I'm not trying to trigger you, they need to make sure that you have the most damage inflicted upon you. And so they can discard you, throw you away, crumble you up like a sheet of paper on the freeway, not give you closure, not give you answers, not do anything other than rip the mask off and crash it to the ground. When they do that, this is called the cycle. It's called the ending of the relationship. It's called the discard, if you will. And what happens there is that's when you believe everything that you thought was real turns out to not be real. Not only is it not real, you saw the deep, dark pupils of this individual called the narcissist. You saw their disdain for you, how much they didn't care about you, how much they wanted to crush you, how much they wanted to injure you, how much they wanted to damage you, how they didn't want to give you closure, etc. Again, remember this, your resources at that period of time most likely have been depleted almost all the way down. That's number one. Number two, your social circle has blown up. Your network of friends has imploded. Number three, you have become a shell of yourself. You probably don't even want to get out of bed or go to work. Number four, anybody that you believed was on your side, they disappeared. They scattered in the night. And many of these people turn out to be flying monkeys. What is a flying monkey, you may ask? It's an individual who does the bidding for the narcissist. It's someone who was checking up on you when you didn't even know it. It was someone who was spying on your social media during the relationship, or keeping tabs on you, or spreading rumors about you, or reporting back to the narcissist. These people are all over the globe, and they are weak and cowards just like the narcissist. They like the drama. They want to get their popcorn and grab a soda and watch your life implode. What they don't realize is they're one step away from being the next target from the narcissist. Nobody is immune to the toxic narcissistic relationship, specifically a flying monkey, because they're too close to the fire. Now, having said all these things, why the narcissist is trapped in the cycle, it's because they need people to regulate themselves. They need multiple smartphones. They need to be busy, busy, busy. They need to be on the go. They need to be looking for that new shiny object. They can't just be. They can't just actually slow down, enjoy what they have, and be in a healthy or stable relationship, because commonplace or stability, that's not the path for the narcissist. The narcissist needs disruption, manipulation, confusion, chaos. They need the people that they surround themselves with to always be walking around on eggshells, to be doubting themselves, to be enduring a smear campaign, to being triangulated, my least favorite thing these creatures do, to being ghosted, to being treated less than, to be devalued, to not being responded to. They need people to regulate themselves, the narcissist, that is. This makes the narcissist feel better about themselves. And what does it do? Again, it makes the individual, which at one period of time was you, it makes you feel not good about yourself. That is where the energetic exchange comes from. So I want to fast forward to the discard again for a minute. If you were discarded, my heart goes out to you. It's one of the most challenging, difficult experiences known to humankind, next to being in the trauma bond and next to encountering a narcissist firsthand. But having said these things, when that discard happened, one of the pivotal things you had to do was you had to figure out what relationship you were just a part of. And perhaps you hit Google, you typed in the browser, or you went into YouTube and figured out, you typed in like spouse won't talk to me or something, and lo and behold, you found educational content there and you ended up on the channel. That's a great thing. You found a needle in a haystack. My hope is you're becoming awakened and aware, educated and empowered, and you're understanding that this relationship that you were a part of, or maybe you still are a part of it, it wasn't your fault. You were manipulated, you were taken advantage of, you were looked at as an opportunity, you were looked at as an individual who did not know your worth, you did not know your value, you did not know that you vibrated super high, higher than the stars and the moon and the sun. This narcissistic individual did know that, and they did their best to extract as many of your resources as they possibly could. But one thing remains constant in the narcissistic abusive cycle, and it's not you, it's the narcissist. This is the common denominator. They are doomed to relive that narcissistic abusive cycle over and over and over again. And it's only a matter of time before you remove yourself from the relationship, or if you were discarded, you were removed. Either way, the point is you're out of it. But other individuals are being thrust in your place, and the cycle goes on and on and on. And the narcissist gets worse and worse and worse, and the behaviors do not improve at all. And unsuspecting individuals all over the globe currently, as I'm creating this video and you're consuming it, are falling into these narcissistic relationships. They really are. Other individuals are being discarded as I'm creating this video. And either one of those is not a good thing. The beginning or the ending of these relationships are some of the most challenging and toxic things you can ever go through. Why I'm saying that in the beginning is because in the beginning, that's when you're believing that everything is going well for you, that perhaps you met the love of your life, or you met someone who completes you, or the yin to your yang. Nothing could be further from the truth, and I mean nothing. These people are imposters, they're posers, they're not authentic, they're not genuine. They're people who want to extract from other unsuspecting individuals. Remember, at one period of time, that was you. It was certainly me. That's not me or you anymore. Now you're getting the wisdom, you're applying the tools, you are getting fortified, you are getting galvanized, you are encouraged, you are growing, you're learning, you're healing, you're teaching, you're becoming the strongest version of you possible, the third version of you, the most galvanized version of you. Before I close the video, remember there are three versions of you. The first version of you is the version of you before you met the narcissist. When you were living life, going through life swimmingly, with doing whatever you were doing, perhaps with rose-tinted glasses. The second version of you is when the narcissist met you. They sized you up and they entered a relationship with you. The third version of you is post-narcissistic relationship, once you've healed or you are well on the healing path. That is the path. That is where the abundance happens. That's where the growth happens. That's where doors open up for you. That's where the possibilities are endless and limitless. And that is where you belong to be. But to get there, you will have a mountain of work in front of you. So before I close the video, remember two things. One, if you're out of the narcissistic relationship, that's a great thing. Two, don't ever accept a Hoover. Three, the narcissist is the one constant in the narcissistic relationship. That is the one thing, the common denominator, if you will. And it wasn't you. It wasn't your fault. You were completely taken advantage of. And you had a purpose for the narcissist in the relationship. Again, like I shared, maybe it was to raise the kids. Maybe it was to put a roof over their heads. Maybe it was to pay for vacations all over the globe. Maybe it was to create a business. Maybe it was to loan them money. Maybe it was to buy them things. Maybe it was to just provide a human being sitting next to them so they feel good about themselves when they're sitting on a couch allegedly watching Netflix, but they're on one of their 3 smartphones talking to people on social media and or dating apps, getting your replacement. Who knows what your purpose was, but your purpose now is not with the narcissist. It never has been and it never will be. So understand the message. Guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning, no matter where you are on the planet. You are not alone. Remember that you are not alone. God bless you. I love you. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great, great day, you guys. I love you all. God bless you. You are resilient. You're strong. The community is growing and people are coming across the bridge to my side. Every single day I am getting positive news of people breaking the trauma bond and healing. Don't forget, if you want a one-on-one coaching session with me, drop an email at narcdailyvideos@gmail.com. One more time, for a coaching one-on-one session, drop an email at narcdailyvideos@gmail.com. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.